Kakalosh Boker Tov, we're just going to continue with the halachot of the Ben HaMetzarim. We're going to speak about the entire concept of the 9 days, which is basically that you're not allowed to eat meat and you're not allowed to drink wine during the 9 days. So here it says, Minhag Kodesh Yerushalayim is not to eat meat from Rosh Chodesh Av until the 10th of Av, and the 10th is included, which means that even after Tisha B'Av, the 10th day, you're not allowed to eat meat or drink wine. But he says, however, though the minhag of the Sfaradim and Edot HaMizrach is to be mekel on eating meat on Rosh Chodesh in itself. Here also in the Ateret Avot, he also brings down the same concept. He says, Rosh Chodesh atzmo is going to be mutar. But then he does bring down that there were some chachamim that they wanted to prohibit it on the Rosh Chodesh itself. Now, there was also a third opinion, which it all depends. If every single Rosh Chodesh you always come and you always eat meat, so therefore you have much more what to rely on, that now you're allowed to eat meat on Rosh Chodesh. And the reason why is because that it's like a minhag that you always eat meat on Rosh Chodesh. However, if you never eat meat on Rosh Chodesh, right, which means that it's not that you never, it's just that you're not makpid. You'll have milk, you'll have fish, you'll have other things as well. However though, right, you're for sure allowed to come, and if you're going to now have meat, then it looks a little bit fishy. As they say, why? Because I don't understand. Until now, every single Rosh Chodesh, right, you're not makpid. You don't really care what you eat, whether it's meat or fish or milk. And all of a sudden comes this Rosh Chodesh that usually you're not allowed to, right, because Mishinichnas, and all of a sudden now you want to have meat. So therefore here it becomes much more of a problem. However, though, again, Minhag Sfaradim, they do have what to rely on. Minhag Ashkenazim, right, is more to be stringent, that even on the Rosh Chodesh in itself, they will not have meat, other than what I mentioned. It could be that if they're always makpid, so therefore they have a little bit more of a tendency or leniency in order to do it. The exact same halacha would apply to the drinking of the wine. Now, we do know that Shitat Maran is already on Motzei Tisha B'Av, you're allowed to do laundry. So the question is, why is it that you're allowed to do laundry on Motzei Tisha B'Av, but you're not allowed to come, or you're allowed to shower, but you're not allowed to have meat or wine until the next day? So this is actually brought down in the Achronim, that they asked this question, and they want to say that the entire concept of the meat and wine was zecher also to the korbanot. We do know that the korbanot, right, where they had yain, wine for the nisucha yain, and they had the korbanot, the meat for the korbanot. Therefore, because of that, on the 10th of Av, technically speaking, just like we saw in the Gemara, Rabbi Yochanan would have said, you know what, I would have made Tisha B'Av on the 10th. Why? Because on the 10th was the main burning of the Bet HaMikdash. However, though it started on the 9th, so we go after the start of the calamity, even though, technically speaking, the majority of it was done on the 10th. So because of that, until minimum of whether it's going to be Chatzot or all day of the 10th, we are not going to come and we're not going to partake of wine or meat. However, though, to do with already Motzei Tisha B'Av, which is already the other halachot, which is you want to take a shower, right, or you're going to now do laundry, there we are lenient, and that you are able to take showers and do laundry already from there. There's also different minhagim. Some people did have the minhag to be machmir until the 10th, until whether it's chatzot or until the end of the day. It all depends on different minhagim, exactly where you came from. However, though, we're talking about the mi'ikar adin, this is the strictest of the halacha, that already from the night of Motzei Tisha B'Av, you're allowed to take showers and do laundry and everything else. The only difference is going to be meat and wine, that you shouldn't do it until minimum chatzot or the next day, until the end of the day.